Shot towards the net. Let's stop. And what I can do. Yeah. Still finding the right spot for the streaming.
I did the courtesy spot and everything I could do with my power. Yeah, I was there early.
Okay, right here is the best connection, unfortunately. If I stand, I'm standing on a wooden crate. Oh, nice deflection there by Mackenzie. This goes wide. By the way, keep that in. Get that up to Mooney. Mooney with a shot goes wide. Mooney cycles it around. Mooney coming around the top. Shot pass to Mackenzie. Mackenzie with a shot. Big save by the goalie. And it's, let me look up here. It is, actually 6:39 left in the first. And we're on power play. 2-minute power play. Instead, stop facing off here. Woodsy gets it over to Mooney. Mooney back to Billy, and that's going to be an icing call. Woodsy facing off here. Back to Cutaway. Shot. Deflection. Goes to Woodsy. Woodsy coming around. Woodsy cycling on the top. Gets it over to Cutaway. Cutaway back to Mooney. Mooney cuts back. Gets it over to Mackenzie. Mackenzie back to Mooney. And out front to Woodsy. Woodsy with the backhand. And that opens the scoring of the game. 1-0 for the Sens. Nice power play goal. up. I'm getting a poor connection again. Don't know why. And it's increasing there again. Outside thing now. Gets blocked. Marky goes back. Evans. Biggs. Sends it up the board. Hewitt. Knocks down. Hewitt coming down, right? Hewitt, good foul on the far side. How comes it picks that up? Tips that ahead to Hewitt. Back to McKenzie. But Hewitt takes him back up. And Little Caesars advance into the Penguin zone. Shot saved by Torriero. DiPietro crosses into the boards there. Puck does get around. And Jesus took a hit there. This game has got physical. And boys do chip it up the middle zone there. Felix and get puck, goes back to Hal. Hal's popping it up. Hit on Hal. And Little Caesar started advancing up the other way. Hal goes back. Torriero covers the puck. Face off, Woodsy facing off. Little Caesar keeps it in. Cutaway chips it up the boards. And Ken's going to out in the neutral zone. Back down the ice. Little Caesar keep that puck in. And Ken's trying to take that out. Puck comes in. Comes back down the ice. This is Kusas coming in. Kusas, let me check what the time is on the board. Time is 2:20. Back to Hal. Shot towards the net. Kusas coming around. Penguin bringing it down the ice. Mooney has on his other side Lofty. By the way, bringing that up the ice. Little Caesars keep that in. Penn's trying to get that out of their zone. 1-0 hockey game for Penn. Close to the end of the first. Stern picks it up. Chip back. And Little Caesars defense misses that. That goes all the way down to the Little Caesars zone. Pressure here from Mark Evans. And chased now by DiPietro. And DiPietro chases the Little Caesars player. Stern puts it into the board, separates the puck. Moves up to Featherweight. Now bringing that up the ice. Featherweight on the breakaway. Featherweight coming up, supported by Palek and DiPietro. Out front, puck dancing, and he catches a piece of it. Mark Evans facing off here on D. We got Briggs, Hall, Helix, and DiPietro. Little Caesars goes around. And that's the end of the first period. Boys doing a good job on that first period. And I'm still trying to find a good connection. I'm near the door. That seems to be the best connection. I may just go around here and just see if I can get a better connection. With a little bit better view, but I don't think so. It seems to want me to stay close to this back corner for a good connection. Go back. Right there. It's rotating between here and there.
Okay.
So I don't know if, can you give me some, like I have to walk with it to get a cell, like I go back and forth. Thank you.
Let's go, Caesars!
This is the weirdest thing, the variance of the cell signal. Okay, we switched ends. We just started the second. And if you see me walking back left and right, because I'm trying to keep that cell signal high. I don't know if that's wind or what's causing that to go two-step varying. Some big hits there. McKenzie picks up the puck, starts driving it down the ice. Okay, Little Caesar start breaking that down. So it's 1-0. We just started the second period. It's 1-0 for the Pens. And Briggs starts dancing back the other way. Little Caesar knocks it back in. Stern kicks it out. Stern bringing that back in. And Stern coming around. Stern sends it up to the middle of the ice to Kusis. And the play is blown down. And the puck will be dropped down in the Little Caesar zone. Hopefully we're not in this rink for the rest of the tournament, because this seems to be the worst signaled rink for whatever reason. Penn cycling it around, having trouble reading the numbers, but Little Caesars does get that out, and Stern comes down. Stern sends it around the boards to Howe, and the boys start rushing it up the ice. That's Snyder, and Little Caesars sends it back down the ice. Howe rushes in. No icing on this. Howe comes back. Gets it over to Stern. Stern chips it up the board to Marky Evans. Mark Evans drives that up the ice. And goes back to Treadaway. Treadaway takes it around the board. Treadaway now driving that up. Shot towards the net, and puck will be dropped in the Little Caesar zone. It's 1-0, and looks like, let me just look what's on the board here. 12:47 left in the second. Got Mooney facing off. Back to Treadaway. Treadaway shot towards the net. Got deflected wide. And Little Caesar start bringing that down the ice. Little Caesar shot. Big save by Torriero. And Little Caesar started advancing that in. Shot towards the net. Mooney picks it up behind the net. As you can see, super physical game. Great Treadaway. Shot towards the net. Treadaway trying to clear that up the boards. Mosky picks that up. Mosky gets that out into the neutral zone. Treadaway picks that up. Ships that up. And this will be an icing call. And the puck will be dropped back down on the net. Boys start advancing it up to Petrie, advancing it up, goes to Evans. Shot towards the net, and Little Caesar start bringing that back down the other way. Little Caesar advancing on Briggs. Briggs, nice stick check, and Briggs starts going up the center of the ice, and chip in there by DiPietro, and the goalie freezes it immediately. Got Evans facing off. Evans gets him over to DiPietro. And Little Caesar picks that up. Little Caesar chips that up the center. That's blocked by Howe, and he picks that up towards DiPietro. DiPietro back over to the front. Shot on net. Goalie deflects it to the outside. And goes back to the point to Briggs. Briggs looks for a shooting lane shot. And goes in. Howe pinches in. Keeps the puck in. And Little Caesar sends it around to the weak side. Little Caesar starts bringing that up to the neutral zone. That's picked up by Mooney right away. Mooney. Gets up over to Hewitt. Back to Briggs. Briggs shoots it up. McKenzie for Mooney. Shot on that. Another save. Shot towards the net. Treadaway sends that up toward Mackenzie. Mackenzie, Little Caesars turn that over, and they start bringing that in. And shot, and Torriero with the big save. Little Caesars. Trying to keep that in. Pens do get that out. And Little Caesars regrouping and pulling that back in. That goes to Featherway. Sends that back out to Woodsy. Woodsy driving that up the ice. And Little Caesars send that back in. Up goes Mackenzie now. Mackenzie trying to get past the Little Caesars player. He blocks it, but Mackenzie does get it into the zone. And Little Caesar sends it out. Featherway over to Stern. Stern picks it up, gets it up to Woodsy. Interception by Little Caesars, and Little Caesars start bringing that in. Little Caesars pass it over to the front, nobody there, and that's picked up by Woodsy. And Woodsy gets it up to Mackenzie and start advancing into the Little Caesars zone. Koussis goes in. Woodsy up to Koussis. Koussis driving that up the ice. Koussis with a shot. In goes Jukes. Jukes battling that with Koussis. Snyder back to Koussis. Snyder and Koussis battling the Little Caesars player. Goes back to Hall. Hall battling with the Little Caesars player. In goes Jukes to help out. And Koussis has it in the corner there. Jukes goes in to help out. And back to Hall. Hall, shot towards the net. That gets caught in traffic, but it does allow Koussis to get a shot off. And that goes deflects wide. Koussis picks it up behind the net. He's knocked down. Jukes goes in. And Hall keeps that in after the big hit. And Jukes showing coming in after there. Just there we go. So let's see what we got here on the clock. It's 7:57 left in the second period. And Howe sends it in. That gets caught in traffic. And Little Caesar starts cycling that around. Little Caesar puts it into the zone. In comes Stern. Stern takes it up, gets it over to Howe. Howe coming in. Howe, Stern, gives up to Mosky. Mosky, driving that up. Howe goes in. Yep, comes up. And Little Caesar's unable to advance it in. And shot towards the net, that goes up and over. And Howe goes in to chase it. In Evans goes back. Little Caesars does get out front, backhand, and Evans trying to get that out. Howe chips that up the board and gets that out into the neutral zone. And goes Stern. Stern cutting that back around, shot, and big save by Torriero. Puck will be dropped to the left of Torriero. And it's still 1-0 Pens. Jukes facing off here. But Featherway and Hall on D, DiPietro and Pielek on forward. Jukes goes in for the face. Gets over to Featherway. Jukes trying to push that up the boards, and Jukes driving that up the boards. Hall picks that up. Hall chips that up gets that into the neutral zone. Chased now by Pilik and Pilik puts pressure on. In goes DiPietro. And puck will be dropped in the Little Caesars zone. So the time we have on the boards here is 6:20 left in the second. And 1-0 for the Pens. Mooney facing off. Hello. Caesars goalie. The way up against the board, and that is stopped by Torriero. Howe facing off. Howe in the wing, Jukes facing off. Snyder, Briggs, and Kusis. Puck drop. And Little Caesar sends it around the board. In goes Briggs. Trying to get that around. Sends it up the ice to Kusis. Kusis drives that up the ice. The boys battling in the zone. In goes Jukes to battle with a big hit. That allows Howe to go up for a shot on net. That goes wide. And Jukes goes back over the other side, sends it to Kusis. Kusis with a shot. And great glove save by the goalie. And face off just in the Little Caesars zone. Jukes facing that off. Little Caesars battling it. Howe goes, keeps that puck in, gets it up towards. In comes Little Caesars. Breaking that in, drop towards the net. In the corner there. And Kusis recovers that puck, sends that up the ice, and gets it into the neutral zone. Kusis sends that down the ice. And we got 3:57 left in the second period. Puck dropped down this side. Goes up to Mosky driving that up the ice, and he sends it up center, and can break it into his own. Little Caesars gets up down the ice. That's now picked up by Hewitt driving back the other way. And goes Evans, and Markey battling in behind with Mosky, and Hewitt hanging high there, waiting for a pass out, and Little Caesars do win that battle, and they try to get it out. In goes Hewitt. Help recover that. Evans. Hewitt now battling with the Little Caesars players, and that goes back out. Little Caesars advancing down the ice, And Stern keeps him to the outside. In comes Featherway. Featherway trying to go back the other way. Featherway up the ice. And he gets all the way into the zone. Shot. And glove save by the Little Caesars player. Puck will be dropped in the Little Caesars zone. Jukes facing off. Briggs and Hall on D. And can't see the winners at the moment. Shot in, nice. Briggs makes the shot all the way along the line to the goalie. He deflects it into Keelik. Now DiPietro to help him out. Jukes goes into the end zone. Jukes. Little Caesars come in. Little Caesars with a shot. Corey Arrow saves. Hall. Getting that back up the ice. Hall. Nice hit. Hall delivered a nice hit and got the guy off the puck. Into Briggs. Briggs gets that puck up to Keelik. Keelik gets it out into the neutral zone. Little Caesars bringing it back down the ice. Little Caesars shot towards him. Hall tips that up to Keelik. Now Hall. Another. And we have 1:45 left in the second period. Puck will be dropped just down in the Penguin zone. And McKenzie on wing. And Mooney chips it up into the neutral zone. And Little Caesars start bringing that down. Shot and saved by the Little Caesars goalie. Woodsy facing off. Woodsy gets it back to Howe. Howe, shot. Gets caught in traffic. And Howe keeps that up. And gets that up to Mooney. Mooney back to Stern. Stern chips it up towards McKenzie. McKenzie battling up the side there. McKenzie trying to get that over to Mooney on the weak side. And Woods does pick that up. Woods starts driving that into the Little Caesars zone. And now coming down the ice. Puck drop. Looks like the audio may. Okay, that was close shot there, and that's the last minute of the end of the second. That was a crazy last few seconds there, and. One more period left, so that was a scoreless second period. Penn's still leading 1-0, but very close matchup between these two teams. Oh, and there's Mr. Evans.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what do you think so far, Mark?
I don't know. It doesn't look like the team we had yesterday morning. There's the we don't have the passion. Oddball. He's setting the standard here for us. I hope we can come out here in the third period and
Yeah, and set
start
that.
making passes and plays. Yeah.
Right, making the passes, making the plays, because we aren't connecting on the passes,
Right,
are we?
Kind of chipping it off
Yeah.
the boards to no one.
Yeah, so hopefully that's what coach is probably telling them right now, and
Speed and passing. Yes.
speed and passing. Okay, well, we'll see what the third period brings here. So 15-minute stop time. And we're going to start the period with Jukesy on forward, and Jukesy, Snyder, and Susis. Paul straight away on D. Boys get it ahead. Little Caesars try to bring that up. That gets caught by Kusis. Kusis trying to turn that over. Goes back to Treadaway. Over to Paul. Paul chips that up the boards. Now in goes Kusis. Kusis driving that in. Kusis battling here. And goes back to Snyder. Snyder battling the puck. Trying to get that out front. Puck loose. Shot. And close. Big save by the Little Caesars goalie. Last name Ward, doing a great job. Jukesy facing off. And in goes Snyder. Snyder trying to get that back to the point. Up goes the Little Caesars player. Little Caesars driving that up. That's turned around by Kusas. Kusas gets that back up to Jukes. Jukes back to Hall, and Little Caesar chipped that in. Kusas comes back right away. Stops that puck from advancing, tries to backhand that out into the zone. That's kept in by the Little Caesars D. And back around to Treadaway. Treadaway. Now Jukes brings that back out of the zone. Jukes driving that up the ice. And he gets stick checked. And Little Caesar driving that back up. In chases Mark Evans. And Little Caesar dumps that back in the zone. They go for a change. And now Little Caesar starts driving that up the ice. Little Caesar passes it across, shot, and saved by Torriero. Chip up the board. And up comes Mosky. Mosky backhands that in. Mosky battling Hewitt. Chases that. And Little Caesar gets that up the ice. Hewitt keeps that puck in, dumps it into the zone. Then chases Mosky. Mosky driving that up. And a lot of physical play here. Howe brings it back. Howe tips it back in. And shot towards the goalie, and that is going to be an offside call. Okay, here goes Mooney. Mooney chips that into the end zone. Into the Little Caesars zone. And Little Caesars take that out, drive that back down. And up comes the Pens. Little Caesars keep it in. And Little Caesars shoot towards the net. That gets stopped by Thorn. I'm having trouble seeing the numbers. And puck is sent around to the outside. Sent around to Stern. Stern up to McKenzie. McKenzie chips it up towards Mooney. Mooney driving it down the ice. Mooney Bringing it in. Trying to get that puck out. Stick taken out of his hand. And puck cycling around. By the way, that's it back behind the net. Little chips around the boards to peel it. Shot towards the net, saved by Torriero. And we got 11:18 left in this game. And boys trying to get some plays together. So I have to do a figure eight. Oh no, that's not working. There. I'm walking left and right to get this, like the signal goes green. Well, hopefully we don't get the Serena for the rest of the weekend. Okay, Penn's starting to bring that back up the ice. And saved by their goalie. And puck will be dropped in the Little Caesar zone, facing off as Jukes. Got Pelic and DePietro on the wing. Paul and Briggs on the outside. Up goes DePietro. DePietro. Driving that around. Little Caesar's bringing that up. Nice, Little Caesars chips that up the boards to the DePietro. Goes back to the Little Caesars D. Little Caesars D shoots. That's blocked by Jukes in front. Jukes gets that over to Pelic. Sorry, that was Pelic. And Pelic. Sorry. Boys bringing that down the ice. Little Caesars keeps that puck out of their zone. And there's Hewitt. Hewitt keeping that puck up in the neutral zone. And boys bringing that down. Markey to Hewitt. And the goal is waved off and hits his feet. And but great effort by the boys. It went off his feet and no goal on that one.
And they call that a kicking motion.
They're calling that off the feet, I think, yeah.
He didn't kick it.
No, he didn't kick it. And so, technically, so the ref has waved it off. And what time do we have left in this period? We got about 9:09 left in the third. And and puck will be dropped outside the zone here. And boys will try to go back at it again. Mark Evans to Mosky. Mosky across. That goes back to Treadaway coming in. Treadaway. Shot. That's deflected off. Hall now. Hall shoots it in. Caught at the feet. And up goes Treadaway. trying to drive that up. No icing on that play, and Little Caesar starts taking that back up the ice. And Woods is driving that up with support there from Mooney, and Mooney pulls that out. Mooney sends it to the front. Woodsy almost looking like that first goal. A replay. By the way, sends that in. In goes Mooney. Mooney gets that up front, shot, and picked up now by Mooney, chips it ahead to Kousas. Kousas driving up the ice, and Little Caesars takes it back the other way. Jukesy with a nice hit. He starts driving back up the ice, motoring through three Little Caesars players. That goes over towards Howe. Howe starts driving that in. Howe sends that to the front. Shot! Kousas had a nice shot. Went wide. Duke sends that around the boards. And out goes Snyder to go get that play, but that was nice play. Howe sends that back in. Step on. Snyder chips that up the board. Snyder around to Kousas. Kousas driving that around. Kousas working hard here, and back to Howe. Howe shot towards the net. That goes back up. In goes Snyder. Snyder battle in Kousas. Trying to cut around. Kousas, nice stick down to work. Shot to the net, and glove save by Ward, the goalie. He's doing a great job. So 6:03 in the third period. Exciting part of the game. The boys have found their legs, I think. So puck kicked ahead. Mooney goes. Howe keeps that in. Mooney goes, picks that up. Sends it into the board. And goes Pielik. And DiPietro on this end, trying to chip that up the boards. And Little Caesars takes it down. Puck dancing in front of the crease. And Howe goes to Mooney. Mooney bringing that back up the ice. Mooney driving that up the ice, takes that wide. He has here Pielik on the outside. Out of the front of their crease, and Stern keeps that in. And Little Caesar start driving that up the ice. And shot! And they score, making that a tie game. And 5:11 left in the third. So, yeah, well, there were so many chances on the board. So, we got Mooney facing up, so it's a 1-1 hockey game, 5 minutes left. And Mooney facing up. Little, Hewitt chips that in. Has to send that around. Chips up the ice, chased by Cutaway. Sorry. Cuts back. And they tip that up into the neutral zone. Little Caesars keeps that in. Cutaway bringing that up. Has with him Hewitt. And Cutaway bringing that in. Shot! And that goes wide. And Little Caesars picks that up. Tries to send that back around to the other side. Does. Leaves his own Hall. Boys bringing that down the ice. Woodsy with a shot. Another save by Ward. I think Little Caesars doing a great job of keeping the Pens to the outside, so they're not able to get the good shots off. So they're keeping them Pens to the outer rink. And Pens need to find a way to cut in the center. Duke's facing off. We got Snyder and Kusis. Kusis back to Hall with the shot. Pens trying to get that out into the neutral zone. And Little Caesars keep that in, drives that in, and that's going to be a penalty on the Pens. And Little Caesars will go on a power play. Not the best time to go on a power play. 3:09. So, the penalty kill. Not the best time for the penalty kill. Good time for Little Caesars. And Ken's trying to get that puck out. Mark Evans gets that out. And in chases Hewitt. Hewitt driving that in. And he's driving that around. Mark Evans hanging high. And Little Caesars do get that and start driving that back up the ice. Little Caesars advance into the Penguins zone. In goes two Penguins, Stern and Mark. Mark battling Little Caesars. Little Caesars trying to get some room and be able to pass it around. Shot towards the net. Glove save by Torriero. And trying to chip that up the board. And that goes to Mark and Markey. Driving that up the ice. Markey goes back to Howe sending that back in. And Little Caesars. Out comes Mooney. Chasing that with Woods now. There was a line change, 1:58. 47 seconds left in this penalty. And Mooney tripped up. Now comes Treadaway, driving it down. And saved by Ward. Ward is having a fantastic game. And Little Caesar starts taking that back the other way. And Pens trying to get that out. And they do chip that up into the neutral zone. And I think he's signaling the end of the penalty. So Jukesy comes out right away. Chip up the boards. And Jukesy chasing that. Puck loose in front. And Little Caesars do recover that and they send that back up the board. It's 50 seconds, last minute of the game, and that is going to be icing on Little Caesars, and puck will be brought down into the Little Caesars zone. Definitely an exciting third period here. Jukesy facing off. Got Howe on point with Briggs. And Snyder and Kusis. Jukes faces off. Snyder to Kusis, puck loose in front, and Little Caesar start driving that back up the ice. Howe keeps that up into the neutral. That gets caught in the ref's feet, goes back into the zone, and puck out. Now here goes Snyder. Snyder keeps the puck, dumps the puck in. And we're down to 25 seconds left. Kusis with a nice hit there. And Snyder battling. Snyder out front! Shot by Briggs! Briggs! Shot! And Jukes coming in. Jukes still has the puck. And that's the end of the game. Wow.